Phoenix Books presents Let Me Entertain You, written and performed by David Brown. This unabridged performance is copyright 2014 Phoenix Books and is digitally remastered from the original 2001 New Millennium Entertainment sound recording.
Prologue. The idea for this book came from a friend who may have been listening to my stories for too long. No doubt, in an effort to deflect me, he suggested that I write this book. Actually, I had written much of it already, some of it at the time the events occurred. It wasn't to be a formal autobiography, but instead a crazy quilt memoir containing what might drift through my consciousness if I were going down on the Titanic. Recollections and musings not necessarily in chronological order, but in the haphazard pattern of life itself, as scattered as a dream. Judging by the book's length, the Titanic would have had to remain afloat for several weeks. As in most reminiscences, exactly what was said years ago is recalled with alacrity, if not complete accuracy. I beg you to indulge me in this feat of recreation. As John Gregory Dunn once observed in the New York Review, most stories about Hollywood are not true, and certainly not original. My stories about Hollywood and other worlds are as I remember them, and conversations I was able to tape are, of course, indisputable. I confess there is in this kind of work a tendency to revise early personal history, because there is no one alive to refute it. I have tried to resist, but if there are any survivors around, I can only hope their memory is as bad as mine, except that mine may be artfully bad. On the other hand, memories of the distant past tend to be more accurate than most. That I have written with some affection and, I trust, good humor about many celebrated people should not lead the reader to believe I am unaware of their darker side. I believe the truth about them is gentler than what can be deduced from revelations of sad and destructive events that tormented a few of them, but are far from the sum of their lives. My purpose in writing this book is to entertain and occasionally touch you, as well as to relive my own life. Why not? As Candor and Ebb observed in Cabaret, life is a cabaret, old chum. Mine is. On with the show. Fade in. There was something different about the first preview of Jaws. At 5:30 p.m. on March 26.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?